Welcome back to this video. This video will look at some subnetting type question examples. So here we have a Class C address with the default subnet mask or default slash value of 24. So we have three questions. What's the subnet mask? What's the block size? How many total subnets? Well, with this default subnet mask, we don't need to worry about these questions because it's just going to be one. Let me show you. If we put it like this, we have 8 ones here, right? 8 ones here, 8 ones here under 1, and 8 zeros under zeros. So there is no borrow happening because it's just 8 plus 8 plus 8. That's how you get slash 24. So this is the default subnet mask, and when we write, or each of these ones has its value, so it's like this. So we have 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, 1. Basically this is the 2 power table we are writing like this, and if you add all of them together, 128 plus 64 plus 32 plus 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1, you get 255 under 192, and then another 8 ones, 255 under 168, another 8 ones under 1, you get another 255, and 0 we just put 0. So the subnet mask would be 255.255.255.0. there is no block size, just one block, right? It just goes from 1.0 to 1.255, and total subnet again is just 1, right, in this example. But as soon as we change it to 25, this is now a different ball game. Now we need to find out the subnet mask, block size, and how many total subnets. So again, the first three, the network portion, right, on Class C, the network portion is the first 3 octets. So 192.168.1, that much remains the same, but the 0, the host part, now is no longer going to be 0 because is the default slash was 24. Now it's changed to 25, so it will be different here. So if I make all these ones, let's put zeros here, right? These zeros I'm putting for all these 8 zeros. Okay, we are seeing the host part here. Okay, now before this it was slash 24, it still is slash 24 up to here. 8 plus 8 plus 8 is slash 24, right? Now we are going to see the slash 25. Where is it coming from? It's coming from 1 bit borrow. So we are converting the first 0 to network bit. Now it has changed. Okay, so 24 plus 1 slash 25. Now what's the value? 128. That's a block size. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to go here. Subnet mask is 128, right? How 128? Again here, 1 bit borrowed. 24 plus 1 slash 25. What's the value? 128. That's how you're getting 255, because the first 3 is still 255, right? Look, 8 plus 8 plus 8. That is all ones, all 8 ones equals 255. All 8 ones equals 255. All 8 ones equals 255. The last one now is 128. It was 0 with the slash 24, but it is now slash 25, so it's 128. What's the block size? Again, that's the same as the subnet mask. It's 128. Now, how many total subnets? The formula here is 2 to the number of bits borrowed. Number of bits borrowed. This is always going to be the formula for the total subnets. So here we only borrowed 1 bit, so 2 to the 1 equals 2. So we get total 2 subnets. Right, and it goes from the first subnet will go from 192.168.1.0. It ends at 192. Let me put it here. It ends at 192.168.1.127 because 128 it starts the next network. So the broadcast address would be 127, 1.127. So the next subnet, the last subnet starts from 192.168.1.128. That one will go all the way until 255. Okay, got it. Now the valid range is 1.1. This subnet will be 192.168.1.1 all the way to 192.168.1.126. That's the valid range, meaning we can this much we can give it to the devices. This is the network address. This is the broadcast address. These two we won't be able to assign it to devices. The second subnet valid range is 192.168.1.129 all the way to 192.168.1.254. 255 is a broadcast. We cannot assign it to device. So 1 minus that is 254. Right. So now let's change to 26. Now it's a different ball game. Again, the first 3 remains the same. 8 plus 8 plus 8 slash 24. That means all ones equal to 55, 255, 255. Dot what? Slash 26, right? So let's do the conversion. So we have 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, 1. Before it was slash 24, right? Slash 24. Now we borrowed 2 more bits, right? Because 24 plus 2 is 26. That means 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 bits borrowed is 1, 2. This is where we end. The block size is going to be 64. Now the subnet mask, we are here, right? The 2 bits borrowed, that means we are here. So we need to simply add 128 plus 64. 128 plus 64 will give you 192. 192. Now how many total subnets? The formula is 2 to the number of bits borrowed. 2 to the number of bits borrowed here is 2, right? So 2 to the power of 2 equals 4 total subnets. And it's going to be like this: 192.168.1.0. It ends at 192.168.1.63 because 64 is the block size, but 1 minus that is 63. The next subnet number 2 starts from 192.168.1.64 goes until 192.168.1.127. Third subnet starts at 192.168.1.128 and that will go all the way to 192.168.1.191, and then fourth subnet starts from 192.168.1.192 all the way to 255. 92.168.1.255. So this is the total subnets: 1, 2, 3, 4. So now let's change this to 27. Again, everything remains the same until the host part, right? So 255, 255, 255 remains the same. Now we have 27. That means we convert one more bit, right? So now the block size becomes 32, right? So that's the block size for each subnet. Subnet mask. So we are here 3 bits borrow. So 128 plus 64 plus 32 equals 224. 2 to the number of bits borrowed, 2 to the third, right? So 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8 subnets we get. So 8 subnets here. The more the bits we borrow, the more subnets we get. And they go like this: 192.168.1.0 to 192.168.1.31. 32 is the block size, but 1 minus is 31. Second one starts at 192.168.1.32 to 192.168.1.63. Third one 192.168.1.64, 192.168.1.95. And next one starts at 96.96 all the way to 192.168.1.127. Fifth one 192.168.1.128 to 192.168.1.159, because 128 plus 32 is 160 minus 1 159. And sixth one 192.168.1.160, 192.168.1.191. Now seventh 192.168.1.192, 192.168.1.223. And the last one, eighth one 192.168.1.224 all the way to 192.168.1.255. So these are the 8 subnets we get. These 8 subnets is like this. And there are valid range, of course. So the first subnet is the valid range would be 1.1 to 1.30. Okay, this is just the network ID and the broadcast ID. So same for all other ones, but we still get 30 valid hosts for each subnet. So I'm hoping you're getting the idea. So try to do the 28/28/29 like that. If you have any questions, you can ask me down below. We'll look at some more subnetting questions examples. If you need to see some particular examples or from a particular class or something, do let me know. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay tuned. Thank you and good day. Bye-bye.